All right, everybody, Collect and Reflect is back. Eric here bringing you a quick recap of the Nintendo Direct presentation that took place today, February 9th, 2022. This was a 40-minute presentation, so we're going to try to break this down, make it a little shorter for you guys so you can see all the big, juicy titles that Nintendo released today in a shorter fashion. If you are interested in the full list of items that were released today, I am going to go ahead and type that up and put it in the description so you can check out everything on your own time there. But if you're interested in a quick recap, stay tuned, follow along. I'm going to break them all down for you, okay? First off, we had Fire Emblem Three Hopes in the Fire Emblem Warriors series. So this is Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes. Does take place within the world of Fire Emblem Three Houses, so you're going to see the same characters, the same world, maybe with some new twists and turns, things like that. And we're going to be able to see these fighters fighting in the way that we saw them in Fire Emblem Warriors, you know, like the Dynasty Warriors games, as well as Hyrule Warriors, which came out previously as well for the Switch. So really cool addition to the Fire Emblem Warriors world here. Fire Emblem Warriors did previously release as a standalone title in the past. It was a pretty good game. And this is just going to be a continuation of that, based in the Fire Emblem Three Houses universe. So not necessarily a direct sequel here, but we are seeing Fire Emblem Three Houses, you know, timeline happening there. That game is coming out on June 24th. So this year, coming out already. Great thing about this presentation is everything that was announced here is coming out this year. So we should see a lot of this coming soon. Sooner than that, though, big reveal for fans of the Mario Kart series. I was personally hoping for possibly a new Mario Kart coming out, Mario Kart 9, something like that, but we did get kind of a big announcement here that they are going to expand the course lineup for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Nintendo Switch. This is going to be a paid DLC. It is $24.99, but what you are getting is 48 remastered courses from across the timeline of Mario Kart games. So we could have Mario Kart games from Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart Double Dash, all the favorites that maybe didn't make it into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe initially. We're going to see a lot of those remastered. There's no full list of exactly what those courses are going to be. They did tease some during the presentation today, so definitely go ahead and look for that video if you're interested. That is going to launch, the first wave of that is going to launch on March 18th. There is going to be 6 waves of 8 courses released between now and the end of 2023. So we might have to wait a while for some of these, but the first batch of these is going to actually be available on March 18th. So that's really cool. Best news is if you are already a subscriber to the Nintendo Switch Online Membership Plus Expansion Pass, remember, this is the add-on to the Nintendo Switch Online service that gives you access to the Nintendo 64 games and the Sega Genesis games. That pass also gave you access to the Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise DLC and is now also going to include the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe additional track DLC. So if you already have that service and you plan on keeping it by the time all these tracks come out, then you're in luck. You don't have to pay any extra. You're going to have access to those tracks. If you don't want to subscribe to the service and ensure that you have access to these tracks, then it is going to be a fee of $24.99. They have not said if they're going to offer these waves 1 through 6 individually. I do believe it is a one-time purchase that gets you access to all of them, but all of these things are subject to change considering we're looking almost a year out for all of these to be released. The next big surprise that happened during this Nintendo Direct was the announcement of a new game in the Mario Strikers series. So we are actually going to see Mario Strikers Battle League come to the Nintendo Switch on June 10th. That is so soon for a game that I had no idea was even coming out. I was a big fan of Mario Strikers on the Wii, Mario Strikers Supercharged, that is. It is an insanely fun game. It's a party game, and the best part of this announcement for me was the announcement that it will support up to 8 players on the Switch 4v4 if you want, in person and online. So we're bringing back the couch co-op. I love to see games you can actually have your friends over and come play, and games that you can go ahead and take that online. There was a bunch of new really cool features and modes that they covered during the trailer and presentation here. So also encourage you to check out the full trailer for that game if you want to know more details. Moving right along, this was not a new game, but this was a huge surprise to us here at Collect and Reflect that a remaster of Chrono Cross is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Now, there was rumors that either a complete full remake which may be still happening somewhere out there with Square Enix, but at least a remaster was happening, and now we do have the confirmation on April 7th. We will be able to purchase that game. No word if there is physical copies of that coming out, but it will be available definitely on the Nintendo eShop, depending on your region. And it will also include a add-on to that was previously never released in America. So it is a text-based game that ties into Chrono Cross. If you're not familiar with Chrono Cross, it is a beloved game that is somewhat of a spiritual successor to the huge game Chrono Trigger that came out a very long time ago and was a huge success. So if you're into Chrono Trigger, if you're into Chrono Cross, get excited. It's coming to Nintendo Switch April 7th. Now, for me, one of the biggest games that I ever played, as far as the amount of time, back in the Wii era, was Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. It was literally the perfect game to showcase the motion controls, have people over, pick up and play at any time of day, whenever you didn't have something to do, and there was just a ton of sports that you could play, and it was a ton of fun. And I always thought it was missing on the Wii U era and moving into the Switch. Now, the Wii U did have a game that was sort of in line here. There was a resort there, but now finally on the Nintendo Switch, we are getting Nintendo Switch Sports. Lots of motion controls supported here. All the games that we love from Nintendo Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort are coming back with the addition of some new games. There's volleyball, there is soccer, and it just looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. They did a really cool presentation on that. Again, check out the full trailer on that for all the information and detail. Best part, you're going to be able to play lots of people in person, multiplayer, and online. So it's going to be cool to see how a lot of these things work online. There's actually sort of a beta for the online gameplay for a few individual sports for Nintendo Switch Sports that is going to come out on February 18th. That is when that open online beta is going to start, and I do believe you have to register in advance, and there is information on Nintendo's website. I'm going to go ahead and post that link in the description as well if you're interested in that. Now, moving along once more to what was actually the final announcement in this Nintendo Direct, was a total shock to me because I love these games and I had no idea that there was a sequel in development, but we are getting Xenoblade Chronicles 3, a direct sequel to the last game. Now, I say direct sequel, but if you're familiar with Xenoblade, Xenosaga, that big expanded universe, it's kind of hard to see where one ends and when the next one meets. The stories are very meta, very complicated, but the trailer looks absolutely amazing. It looks like a beautiful blend of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and even some of the elements of Xenoblade Chronicles X that came out for the Wii U. I'm beyond excited for this game, and it actually is coming out this year, September of 2022. No specific date yet, but that game is coming out this year. Blew me out of the water. Great that they saved that for last. I was literally screaming when they finally put the 3 there up on the screen. Hopefully we find just more about the continuity in the world that, we started with in Xenoblade Chronicles, the first that came out on Wii. So overall, I'm just really blown away by some of these. There is a lot of other games that were announced, smaller titles, remasters, games that have been out on other consoles but are coming to the Nintendo Switch for the first time. So check out the full list in the description and check out the full Nintendo Direct if you want more details. And if you enjoyed this, go ahead, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, let us know how we're doing, and subscribe if you're interested in more. We're going to try to do a lot more videos like this in the future. Otherwise, Eric from Collect and Reflect is signing off. Have a good one.